summer time, and all I'm asking is come and waste mine. I'll take less than I need. Get down on my knees and plead. It's always more than I deserve, that I'd leave too if I had the nerve. But I'm just asking for you to stay. Oh, I'm just asking for you to stay. Eulogize me in a song I'll never hear. Lay my bones to rest with your fear. Nothing else can move wouldn't ask you to treat me kind. Wouldn't ask you to read my mind. But I might ask for you to stay. I wouldn't hope for your love. Wouldn't dare dream of heaven above. But I might ask for you to stay. All you could give me, some of your time, and all I'm asking is come and waste mine. I'll take less than I need. Get down on my knees and plead. It's always more than I deserve, that I'd leave to if I had the nerve. But I'm just asking for you to stay. Oh, I'm just asking for you to stay. Eulogize me in a song I'll never hear. Lay my bones to rest with your fear. Nothing else can move
This must be the Warg Forest.
We need to be careful. There may well be exorcists around.
This one, I think. Yeah, please work? That's not it. Hello?
Should be USB.
It is USB, but...
Going then.
Okay, cool. Sorry, that means you didn't hear the beginning, folks. So, hello everybody, my name is Pirates Berseria. We're left today with Tales of Berseria. We got a returning expedition I mentioned, and I didn't get it back. And then I asked Ada if she received any mysterious messages over PlayStation Network messaging system.
Great. Let's...
Oh, dude, we got raid guns? Let's go.
I want to be first player, but he's told me no. Every other time I'm like, are you sure it's okay? And he's like, yeah, I don't care. This is more about you having fun.
Yeah, but you were late today. You really want to be player one?
Yeah.
Kanono Island we just got, right? Yeah.
Scout ship setting sail.
Never mind, Ada.
You know what? Look it. I'm curious what this message
No,
is.
you can't.
Why?
Because the person who sent its full name is on PlayStation Network if you use close friends systems. So if you do it here, it will show here.
So then cover that.
Okay.
Okay.
But you would have gotten a notification, because I got a notification.
I haven't been on all day. No, wrong spot.
Also wrong spot. Hold the PlayStation button. PlayStation button.
I am!
Okay, then don't hold it. Press it. If you go to parties, usually there's a party section or something.
There's supposed to be a way to access it.
You don't have access to like their messages because you're not PS Plus?
I might not.
That feels goofy. I don't think that's right. No.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
Well, okay, when I do it, what do I see? Ah! Oh, good.
Yeah.
I had a heart attack. Yeah, I've got
you
Game
can-
Base here, so why don't you not have Game Base?
Because I don't have.
No, that doesn't sound right. Try...
Oh, maybe it's because. Maybe?
No.
No. It might just be because I don't have access to it.
Well, try and see if you can talk to somebody. Friends? Like, pick the person in question?
I don't know who the person in question is.
Messages. No, he didn't send you anything. Interesting.
He just reacted to this.
You did not get a mysterious message.
Was I supposed to get a mysterious message?
I don't know. Perhaps he's only sending it to people who are of the Olive Clan.
But he doesn't like
I'll send you. I'll show you what I got.
Okay.
It's literally just. Boop. This is what I opened the PlayStation to. For those of you who are not in the Discord server, you literally just sent. An emoji of an olive. Now let's get back to the game. No, Ada, I am you.
Except you keep logging in as you.
Oh yeah, I'm player 2 now. Gross. Switch me back to Eisen.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, go ahead.
Oh, I did check the footage from last night, and I got him just in time. I already sent him out.
Yeah, you got it just in time.
Yeah, like literally, I see the curtain move, and the camera stops.
I thought you had like a split second left. I tried to delay him as much as possible because he wasn't understanding that you were telling him
Yeah.
to stop. He was too tired to figure it out.
Well, I wasn't gonna shout at him either. He was like,
Yeah, like he just woke up. It's the middle of the night. So yeah, I was like, oh, this poor kid. I'm
This
like,
is a dual-layered barrier. It's the Abbey's new invention.
wow, inventing
so it's
barriers.
two barriers
Great.
working in tandem then.
Stupid.
That sure sounds like a hell of a lot of
Gross.
trouble just to stop people
Disgusting
from coming
even.
in.
It really does.
Abby's dual-layered barriers are not easily dispelled, but can be operated using switches, which activate barriers of the same element. If a barrier is in your way, find a switch of the proper element and flip it to continue. Because I did not check up here. Okay. You're lucky.
Why am I lucky?
Oh, wait, I want to do that first. But you have snacks here. He said he didn't like them.
He doesn't.
On my side.
I don't think he likes them. He just went and sent olives to people, and then I put the picture in Discord, and I censored his name because I'm not about to dox my friend.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Wonder who that could have been." So I changed his name to an olive emoji, and he goes, "How dare you alter my name?"
Tails again, huh? That Reaper's curse of yours is consistent, if nothing else.
The curse even affects coin flips?
Seems that way.
Amalok's powers affect physical objects and can, at times, even synchronize with their wavelengths.
And in your case, it's that coin?
Yeah. That's why it always comes up tails.
You must forgive my skepticism.
Whether you choose to believe it or not is really up to you.
It might be worth noting that coin is also Eisen's vessel.
So is that wavelength business the reason why Laphicet always has that compass around him?
That's part of it. But in another
I
sense,
approve of his
it's a
name.
kind of proof of his manhood.
Proof of his manhood?
Must
they
polish
don't
you
mean
so
penis.
you don't rust.
That was very not on key.
That doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't
For
matter.
a praetor, you really don't know that much about the world, do you?
She's like a child. What do you mean? She's like, what, 18?
Yeah, she's the youngest of the group, other than Laphicet.
The Abbey needs to know about this. I'll have to investigate further.
The Abbey already knows about the Reaper's
Curse,
Curse, I think.
Tails.
Hmm?
Can Amalok's influence
I feel like the
extend so
Abbey would
far?
already know about the
I
Reaper's
see
Curse
you're a
based off
woman
the
of
fact that
deep
they got
skepticism.
Alfred and
I know
have
it's hard to
Malfurion.
believe,
Yep.
but Eisen's coin really does only come up tails.
Wait a minute. Are you using some sort of trick on it, Magilu?
Oh, your gaze falls on me.
Unfortunately,
No, I am a woman of deep skepticism.
I don't think that would work
But
considering
one
she hasn't known him the whole
grudges
time.
too, apparently.
Yeah.
But no, I don't have anything to do with it. In fact, I tried a little spell to make it come up heads, and it wouldn't take hold.
The only one who's been able to
The
get it to
coin's
go
not
heads
gimmicked.
is
There's no trick.
Velvet.
See for yourself.
She didn't
Why?
make it go ahead. She didn't flip it and get.
This
And get heads.
Yeah.
Lord Douse.
Good eye. It's from Carl.
It's from Carlin. I've
Carlin?
Seen an authentic specimen.
Why does
What?
that sound familiar?
It's Carlon!
And
Yeah.
it's freshly minted.
There's a reason for that. Gold is normally soft, but they found a way to harden
I know. They cover the surface of a softer metal with a heat reactor-shaped
She's
battery.
such a
alloy.
nerd.
That's what makes it hard to scratch.
Right.
It's
I was
a
like,
technique
no,
one
my
allowed can
expedition
duplicate,
musician.
And it makes any trickery impossible. I might just have to believe in this curse of yours after all.
I thought you said they had made the surface itself harder, not covered it with something else.
I think you're mistaken.
No, I swear you said.
Let's just leave it at that.
He's like my ego.
Shape memory alloy.
He never knew.
That's how they did it.
He never knew.
I love how he was about to explain it, and then she was like, "Oh, I know exactly what it is," and then he's like, "Oh, wait."
He's like, wait, she's more right than I.
She knew more than I did about
Yes,
it.
by the way, Carlon is something that you've heard before, but it was never by itself.
What did I?
It was called Darius Carlon.
Ah,
Darius Carlon is
Princess's Place.
correct. It is the sacred land in Tales of Symphonia, the area that Mythos turned into a flying spaceship.
Yep. And then they left.
Bad.
You too.
Oh,
Well, one of them left.
I love how these two are just like, not bad. You too. Like,
I hate you.
I hate you, but I have to commend you.
Like, dang, they do good fight. Do good fight, good fight, good dead gun, good gun.
No. I kind of could tell, but at the same time, I was like, just in case.
Oh, hey. God dang it, the lycanthropes keep poisoning, not paralyzing me.
Same! I just went from 5 soul gauge all the way down to fucking 2.
Whoa, I'm down to 1, that's so cool. Burning, but
Little Witcher got
Well,
upset
that
about
about
dinner
does it.
today. It's actually been interesting because he started temper tantrums and then he stopped himself.
It's good.
Why is it off?
What's what off?
Turn it back on.
Yeah, you had some stuff happening. You turned
Yeah,
it
it should
dirty.
still be on.
No, it looks like it died.
No!
Wait, no, I take it back.
Turn it on. Turn it on.
That's not charging though.
Should be charging.
It's charging. Panic? Wouldn't the egg be here already?
I already got 1, but I need 3.
Nothing.
I got 1. I need 3.
Yeah, turn your
I'm
sound
ready
on.
for this.
That's fine. I forgot to keep the sound really loud. I keep the sound loud.
Well, no. Just 'cause I don't know. Down? They're releasing Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Switch, and I'm like, I like the Xenoblade Chronicles series, but X has a glaring issue.
It appears that we're finished here.
Where does X take place in the series?
I honestly have no clue. That's all I know is Mex and people didn't like it.
So I'm guessing it takes place before 2 or 3.
It has to take place. Like I said, I have no idea. Like, in my understanding, there's no sword involved in this one. Like, there's no Minato wannabe. There's no like it's just kind of like its own thing.
So what if it's before than 1?
It's doubtful. It's definitely got some elements.
Have the elements of 1, but what
If
if
you
it
want to
takes
live,
place
get out of my way.
beforehand?
It can't take place beforehand and have the elements that we know of the world of 1, because in 1 the whole plot is we had kind of like our world, and then it turned into something else because the not Zanza, the guy that Shulk was split from.
Everyone ready?
Did a thing.
What if it takes place before Destiny
I
3? Like,
just said
Shulk's around. But Shulk's
no. It's a different world. If anything, it's a split world like 2 and 3, but like 3 isn't really a split world. It's a collision of the 1 and 2 world.
That's the end for you! What an easy victory.
I
controlled by... Okay, so I guess that wasn't the Love Master, Idol Master thing. What?
That's the end for you.
Yeah.
I don't remember what she says, but it's combat related, and then like
you're
it zooms in
invincible.
on the 2, and then it zooms out on the 3, and she just goes, "I'm invincible." I'm like, yours doesn't even work alongside what they said.
It's fine, they were just saying cool things, and Magilu's not edgy, so...
You know what would be cool if they left little dots of the items that keep respawning in and are the white things?
Yeah?
Because then, like, you can go back to them.
No, I don't want that, thanks. I don't think they always spawn in the same spots, though.
So
Because they did that in Zilia. It would spawn and they would mark it on the map, so I don't see why they take
So
it
what
off.
does
They
this
didn't
solitama
mark the little
flower
white
look like
dots.
exactly?
Yeah, they
In
marked
a
everything in
word,
Zilia.
Ugly. The flower itself is purple with leaves and stem of maroon.
An ugly flower. All right, I'll keep an eye out.
That's very broad.
You know what I completely forgot
By
to
the
do?
way,
What?
do you know what
A lot of
solitama
stuff,
means in the language
apparently.
of flowers?
Was it
I was asleep and then I was
deceitful
playing with
I'm
coexistence?
Carol.
like before
And then I
stream, it wasn't that big, but yeah. What were you saying?
Even its symbolism
I
is
forgot to
awful.
practice drawing flowers on
Deceitful coexistence.
Oh,
The perfect flower for us.
by the time I
What's
left,
wrong,
the
Luffy
kid was
said?
gonna be home. So.
Magilu is right, isn't she?
Could be.
Oh yeah,
Eleanor
I
is
refuse to
from
wash
the Abbey.
coffee cups.
I'm not sure that someone like that would ever
Okay,
genuinely want
that's
to make
fine. They're not
friends
part of the
with
dishes
us.
I asked you to
That's what
wash.
I thought. But it's
I'm
not
in
all
charge of
quarrels
dishes
between us.
tonight.
There's
I washed everything
commonalities, I
but
guess you could
the
call
coffee
it.
cups.
We share common ground.
Deceitful coexistence doesn't trouble me at all. I'll always be here for you, Madam Eleanor.
Can I stab you?
You and I shared an eternal vow
Okay,
that
here's the
binds us
thing.
together.
All
Of
we did was make a
annoying
pact to tether
characters,
you. I'd appreciate
he
it
worse
if you
than the
didn't
book?
talk about it in a way that could create the
The
wrong
book?
impression.
Which book?
It takes 2.
Madam Eleanor, you're so cold.
I don't know.
Eyes, Bienfu. You still have me, don't you? Oh, Miss Magulu.
This is what my thinking is. He annoys me, but he doesn't piss me off like the book. And when you play It Takes Two, you get very, very annoyed and very, very frustrated with the book.
I wonder if there's gonna be like a book stand-in in
Think
the new
about
one.
deceitful coexistence this way.
I saw
Demon,
a
exorcist,
single
Moloch,
reference to
pirate,
It Takes
witch.
Two,
We're never
and I
going
wanted
to be
to
a single
cry.
cohesive unit. But
Because
each of
it's
us
a
understands where the
heartbreaking
others are
one.
coming
Pulp
from in
Fiction's
a way that's very real.
kicking.
So it's not really a
I
deception.
really want to finish the game that
Yeah,
I'm playing.
not really.
So that way I
I
can get
think
it.
selfish coexistence might make the better
I
fit.
want Split Fiction. I want to
Maybe
get
so.
Monster Prom 4. That's coming out next month. We're probably gonna play one of the two in between, like Tales of Berseria and Tales of Zestiria.
We don't have another game to play together yet.
I mean,
Exactly that. We don't have another game to play together yet since we
This might be
completed.
really good.
Escape Academy?
Yeah. What if the games that we played together are their own separate category?
That would make sense because the way we're counting it, it's like, who does it count towards, right?
Yeah.
Ba-ba-boom.
And like games like It Takes Two and Split Fiction cannot play together. So if we count it towards it being like just the two of us have to complete a game together and then complete that, we can do that.
Story. That's so exciting.
I'll cut down anyone in my way.
I think we want to check our equipment.
I need to check. I need cash for this weekend, though.
Hmm?
I need cash
Why?
because I'm getting the cards that I told you about and a register.
Well, you
for
said you're
him.
getting paid, so there's that.
Nobody.
No, we didn't get any new things, but is there anything we already got? Because we just picked up a bunch of waistcoats and stuff.
Yeah, everybody is learning their waistcoats.
Okay, what about everything else? We were full on like on master boots. We just got new boots. Cast heels. There you go.
Okay. They're below the other ones.
It's fine. What about that? No?
Very good. Ooh, this is ready. Finally.
Okay. Fine.
These still have
Paper.
nothing new.
Okay. Alright, sounds. Oh! No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Oh, wait, maybe?
No.
But
Because he had these mastered for a really long time, then he got these. But they were already mastered because his first set were also Kugan.
No, they weren't
Kurogane.
Kurogane. The first ones were Deft Blades or something. Thief Sword.
We had Kugane sword daggers.
Kurogane
early
is
on.
the name of the blacksmith. The reason we got it is because it was a story thing. He probably mastered it because it does in fact use like the same skills and other. Like, I think you're right, but it's just not the same name.
Okay.
Nor does it have the same appearance, because his original were orange, I think, and this one's like purple.
We've already deconstructed the originals.
I mean, yeah.
We didn't need them.
Nope.
Where does the blue one end up then? On the way back?
Probably. Psych.
I'm sorry I avoided that, but we fought everything there.
It's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Hope there's a switch there. Lingji.
Here I come.
Paralyzed again! Why does everything paralyze me?
Nothing can stop these.
Tired of getting so excited for. I'm so excited for Monster Prom 4. Murder! All aboard the murder train. That's a good song.
Mama!
Pay your compassion to me.
Ooh,
Damn it,
not again.
Oh, you attacked me from behind, you motherfucker!
No.
Looks like we won.
I feel like someone else should have said something different. I was waiting for somebody else to react.
Right? Oh, right, that's what we turned on. Okay, off. You're going off. You're going on.
You want to hear the Tales of the Abyss
I
battle
figured
track?
we might as well go through them.
What?
It's off again.
Those purple leaves belong to a salatoma. Be on
You
the
don't move
lookout
right
for the
now.
ugly flowers. Ugly purple flowers. Got it.
I don't know why it's doing that. It didn't do it earlier. Are you changing it so that way it doesn't go to sleep?
Trying to do it. Turn that off.
Literally just after the last three Oh, it's not them, it's the stupid skunks.
No, it's both.
It's both.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm pretty sure everything here bringing paralyzed. Luckily, somebody has a way to do this one. Because there was no skunks in the last fight. You got backstabbed by a lycanthrope.
Yeah. Well, it's I just got hit. Yeah, I knew about the lycanthrope, but I just got hit by a skunk.
Yeah.
This fight is over.
Thank you.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, I'm missing a.
Oh,
You'll be getting it first.
sick.
I'm missing
I'll finish this.
Well, yes, with the dark. What did you think was the move that gave you rescue? You didn't Google
Well,
these.
that about does it.
Okay.
Actually, yes, I did. And
Sylveon needs a fairy type move,
Yeah,
but that's the only one. I think Laffy can equip the spike shoes.
the first three were
Unless I'm wrong, and they changed it in Scarlet and Violet?
the first three. No, Waffy doesn't need boots right now.
Who does then?
No one. Because I just switched my boots.
Did you just take the AI summary? That's what happened, isn't it?
For what?
For how to evolve it.
No, the last time I looked at it, it wasn't AI.
It says a fairy type move into Umbreon? Wrong?
No, that said without a fairy type move.
Ah, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, it just needs to level up at night with max friendship.
Okay. So I gotta work on it that way.
And then, yeah, you said Glaceon? I don't know how you get Glaceon.
Take a look at this.
Leafeon?
Yeah, Glacier.
Both of them? You need to be in specific areas with those ones.
Really?
Yeah, usually. But it might change because they're annoying about keeping things consistent with this kind of evolution. It was introduced in Gen 4 with, like, the ice area and the forest. Eternia Forest could give you a Leafeon, and I don't remember what the area.
The mountain would work for Glaceon. I don't know about Leafeon.
In the original version, you needed a specific stone, and they were present in some forms, but I don't know if, like...
Oh, well, I have the stones.
No. Like, there needed to be a rock present in the area, like an elemental rock present in the area.
Scout
And,
ship
like...
setting sail.
Evolution data. Dude, why'd they give Eevee? Okay.
Why do they have Eevee where?
They gave him, Gigantamax.
Ice Stone does work. So does a Leaf Stone.
It depends on the version. Yeah, okay, so Ice Stone and Leaf Stone on those two, that's it.
Okay.
They decided to ignore these.
Yeah.
And yeah, you need Friendship at Night, there you go. Where'd you get Dark Move from?
I don't know.
Maybe you read without... Yeah.
It might have been me thinking about other Pokemon that I because I was so...
Yeah, it's a pretty neat thing, but it happens more. Particularly Gen 4 really likes that. Not a lot of Pokemon like that.
Oh, yeah. I have so many Pokemon until I can evolve, and like other ones that I'm trying to prevent. Like I almost had one of my Pokemon that I had just caught almost evolved because I accidentally put it into my party, and I was like, no, and it was trying to evolve, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, you can cancel it at least.
Oh man, I panicked about that.
You can cancel since Gen 1 is pretty cool.
Yeah. I clicked it a lot. I usually don't use the cancel, but I used the cancel this time, and I was like, oh, please don't evolve. You are not easy to catch.
They're, I mean, you can always breed them, though.
No, I just catch everything.
Yeah, but you could just breed them if you think that catching them is a hassle. Especially rare Pokemon, like, if they don't show up all that much, you're just like, I need a baby.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm doing that with the EVs,
Yeah.
and why I'm like, please keep the screen on. I need another egg. I need 3 eggs. I have 1. I did that with a couple of my EVs. As soon as I had 2 of them, I found a Flareon and a Berseria, so now I have doubles of those. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna grab these because, like, even though I already have them, might as well, right? So I was like, okay, yeah, this is great. This is going well. And then I stopped playing.
I guess, funnily, obsessed with the evolutions. I'm like, I don't think I blame her because of Logic.
I like my evolutions.
It's the choice to add Eevee into every game is so interesting to me. Because like they know that that'll take up like 9 and Pokedex swap like immediately.
Yeah.
I really care.
We haven't done a new one in so long. Like, people keep making
It is
fans.
in Gen 6. Added fairy types.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
I haven't done one since. But everybody's like expecting a new one for this area or this coming area that's coming out.
With ZA, they think they're gonna.
Every time anyone comes out, everybody's like, oh, they're working on a new one, they're working on a new one. And they're like, we always get the new one in the TV show before we get it anywhere else. And like, there's been hints to it happening in the TV show.
That was a while ago.
No, they've been hinting at it since Sun and Moon.
Yeah,
It's a
we're not
pain in the ass.
doing Sun and Moon anymore. Like we are 2 generations ahead of that.
Yeah, well, if the show had Eevee that didn't want to evolve into any of the evolutions.
And then they did,
And then they didn't.
And then we get nothing. That's nothing.
Yeah,
That's not,
we got
It's
nothing.
just an Eevee. It doesn't matter.
So
I know there was an
because-
Eevee that they mentioned like didn't want to evolve into any of them, but like would probably evolve anyway because the thing. Like, I heard talk about that. I think it was in Sun and Moon, like you said, but I didn't hear about it in any other generation. It was and like obviously it stops being relevant since now we're no longer seeing Ash, so we don't have the same like batch of characters.
Yeah, so this one in the new show they're talking about there's an Eevee that's present.
Exactly.
It does, and unfortunately, like, when it comes to Eevee, is I pay
This fight
attention.
is over.
And they're like, yeah, so there is a single. I'm gonna check because it's been a bit, and you should have.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Give me the Floric. Check the rest.
Nobody else needs it right now.
Not that. We got other items. See if she gets a new whatever it is.
Okay.
Little gear.
I just remember everybody not being like super close, but I guess she was close with her weapon.
Well, some of them have like 300 required, and some of them have like 33, so you'll get some things a lot faster than others.
Yeah.
Cold Red Hunt.
But yeah, so there was an Eevee that got brought up in the new show with the new little girl. And
Okay. We need to switch. Just flip switch.
yeah, I haven't seen a switch yet.
Same girl.
I did just notice this.
Chunky potato. Mayonnaise.
All right.
You don't want to give us the paralysis protection?
Oh yeah, we probably should do that.
Ugh. It was Laffy still.
I think this might be really good.
I think this might be really good.
But
Me
yeah,
when I make
so
food.
they were talking about one in that show as well. There is another Eevee that was refusing to evolve.
I mean,
Oh, they're hinting at a new Eevee evolution.
oh,
And like the last one disappointed people because people thought we were gonna get a new evolution and then we didn't. And people were
You
like,
were a handful.
new evolution, please.
unfortunately, the fact that that hint wasn't a hint last time tells me that it's not a hint this time too. Like, it's just a coincidence. I think.
I'm like, there are so many fan-made games that they're just very creative.
They're in charge of the game.
But yeah, I've been looking for it.
I mean, same. I don't know what type they would add. I don't really care much.
They have so many types, they like literally can do one of each type.
That wasn't worth the
I think there's a reason they don't, though. Because, like, they did Gen 1 and 2, they had the same 3. No, I think that's wrong, actually. They added Umbreon and Espeon in Gen 2.
Yeah.
Then they did Gen 4, they added an extra 2, and in Gen 6, they added 1. So, in theory, if the pattern were to follow itself, it would be in Gen 8 that they would have at least added 1, but they didn't add anything since Gen 6.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that is frustrating because we do want to see more, but why? Why won't they? And is it something to do with the fact that the designs are meant to reference something that they have used all the elements for? Is it something to do with, like, what's the shtick?
Well, and I thought it was really cool that Eevee had the ability to transform, like, to evolve into any
Better be ready.
elements originally, and then I didn't like I'm not anymore.
Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem.
But we didn't have, oh no, but we didn't have to fight him. A lot of people draw that a fighting Eevee with, like, plastic ones on the face.
I was gonna say probably.
Well, they
Come
no,
on,
they
really?
typically fans draw it with either box curls on the ears or it's standing upright.
That makes sense. I think I don't like the idea of boxing.
But the idea was that, like, not, they don't use the ears to box, or
Then why put the gloves there? From what? Just don't put them in the way.
if they get, if somebody flips at the ears
If you want to live,
Yeah, hold them backwards or shorten them. That's what I
Some
want you to
people
do.
do shorten
Not
them.
stupid gloves.
Some people do shorten them. Others, like the dragon ones, look so freaking cool that people have done. I'm like, please give me more, please. But there's so many fan ones that people are like, I think because everybody else has covered them and there's so many fan games, they're not going to do it.
Love the fan games. No, Nintendo doesn't care about fan games. If they do, they start suing.
Yeah, that's true.
Magalu.
No.
Yes.
For what?
That.
Oh.
Plenty of choices.
Yeah, I knew that we were doing something specific with her, so I was like, what am I doing again?
Yeah! We found the Switch!
Don't get careless.
I can't see where my character is.
Good? Good? Can I get... Thank you.
So little wicked, everyone can see that, and then the lady told me. No, I only like it when they're it's very good. I'm like, too bad.
This is one freezer pizza, not delivery.
Are we finished already?
Delicio.
But he ate his slice, so. And then we played, and then he got upset that we were done. Look. He got to say a 5 minutes later, and then I kept telling him to go to sleep. Bedtime. Bedtime. It's time of going. The time of my sleeping. The time of you brush your freaking teeth. But they'll do anything and everything to spell that one. Yes. I have. That doesn't mean that you can find ways out of it. Oh, I have a question for you. Oh, look, somebody else is in the bathroom brushing their teeth, so I got to space a bit more.
Consistently tries to go to use the bathroom thing exactly at 9 until the end of the bed. It's not like it's inconsistent.
I had no problems here.
It's a lot of equipment. No, we're blocked in! Wait, we can take the other path.
Yeah, there's a path we can take.
No, it's blocked off.
What are we supposed to do? That's the only friggin' switch I found.
Cry hard.
Oh, does this spit us out on the other side and there's another...
Oh, dude. No. Oh, this is, place. Wait, what path did we take last time? We went up, right? So
Yeah,
you can
because
go-
this was blocked.
Then go right, I guess. What the hell? Why do you make splashy sounds? What? I don't like that.
Yeah, that sounds...
I
That
don't
sounded
it sounds
like
like
a
a
zombie.
slime or something. See, that's
See,
blocked too.
that's blocked. So I'm like, oh, I need a fire thing. So I went this away.
No.
Yeah,
That's where we initially came from.
We've been here. I've checked
Okay.
every nook and cranny. Is there like something I'm missing?
Maybe. Do you want to go back? That'll take us to where the red hunt was. Go back to the room with the switch. Perchance. Perhaps even. So I've started my foray into K-pop
Yeah. How's it going?
with Blackpink.
Ooh. Yeah, they're
I'm not
making
like
K-pop.
trying hard yet. I just was like, I'm working, I want music, and
waste my
already we were talking about K-pop at the time.
Yeah.
So, alright, yeah, that's definitely coming, correct? So I looked up the only K-pop bands that I remembered on the spot right before my end of my break. Went on Spotify,
That wasn't worth
pressed
the effort.
play. I don't hate it. I didn't think I would hate it. It's music. I don't generally despise music. So, there's that. That's always fun. I think that I'm not in love with all of it, but that's like... The thing is that today was the first time anyone actually told me that K-pop is not a genre.
Yeah.
It's an industry.
Yes.
So, that would have informed a lot of my, like, thought process about it way back in the day, had I known that it wasn't, like, just Korean pop. It was what is popular in Korea
Okay.
instead.
I don't know what to do about this.
Look on the sides of the walls. See if you can find, like, a secret tunnel. Was my thought process by having us come back here. Otherwise, we're going to have to go back to the spot where there's a code red thing. We must have missed something there.
Yeah. There must be something somewhere along the thing. Because, like, I've only seen the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it.
That weird brown stuff I've been finding. It's only in certain spaces. Like, what is it?
That's what the flower is supposed to be attached to.
What flower?
The flower that we're looking for to cure our crew.
So yeah, I wasn't expecting, like, and I understand, like, I'm making a big deal out of it, essentially, of what it just is trying new music, I think, but, like, at the same time, it feels like such a just ginormous undertaking to, like, try to get into this when, like, half the internet is, dare I say, enamored with this industry. Now that I know it's not a genre, It's an industry, not.
I'm so sorry. I thought you knew.
No, well, like I knew. See,
That's what J-pop stands for as well. Same with K-pop.
Never heard.
Music.
I've vaguely used. I've heard of J-pop, but like, see, with J-pop, there's also J-rock. I've heard of this, and that's not a thing that we've said with K-pop. And K-pop does have some rock stuff in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So and like, but like the way I would see it was, K-pop is a genre in the same way that boy bands are, a genre, right? Or an industry. Like, it's mostly similar sounding music. To put it in large terms, I guess. I was like, it's mostly like the same kind of like practices, which usually ends up like popping out certain things that sound or have similar vibes. And I was like, okay, like I understand why people would like that kind of thing, because like if it's mass produced the way that, you know, all boy bands tend to be mass produced, or like Blue Sands in America tend to be like things like One Direction and Fifth Harmony, and that like that whole thing is also an industry that is the closest thing we have to K-pop, right? So not saying that it is comparable, but definitely saying that it is similarly produced in thought processes, i.e. finding, to my understanding, because I'm not like an expert on the industry whatsoever, but to my understanding, the reason that a lot of it comes off the same to people who are outside of this thing, who've never interacted with it, is because the idea is find what is popular and capitalize on that, which is why you have like the same composition of girl band or boy band. You have like dances, which are the big difference between what we do here with boy bands and girl bands and what they do over there. There's a lot more production value in it, from what I can tell, because here you get things like again One Direction and Fifth Harmony, which they do dances, but that was never the strong point. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they don't have to train as intensely. So the way that it works...
Well, no, but that's just part of the fact that it's like an industry. Yeah. It's the level of intensity is, you'd think is a subtle difference, but it comes out completely different because of how much more invested I think the culture is.
So, do you know how the industry in Korean...
Of course not.
Okay, so I do know some of it. So you have to audition towards a company, okay?
Yeah.
Then if they pick you, you are in a rotation to potentially end up with other girls, or other boys, or a mixed band. It's rare that it's a mixed band. But there is a lot, like it can take years and years and years, because you go through intense dance lessons, intense singing lessons.
Yeah.
Eventually, a band will decide to perform a band. There's actually quite a few popular singers who are out now who were in like several unsuccessful, undebuted bands before they made it to where they are. Our
mutual friend was talking about how like some of the bands often end up disbanding actually.
Yes.
But like there was an artist that she was talking about that was still making solo stuff, just obviously isn't as popular because there's not the whole weight of the company behind it, right?
Yeah, so the company is what drives everything. They pick your outfit, they tell you how to style your hair.
Yeah,
As soon as you dye your hair, that's when the company stops, and like as soon as they let you dye your hair, that's when the company stops investing in you.
Rip? What?
But that's because there's a thing about not having natural hair in most Asian cultures.
Wouldn't they want? Yeah, I know. Like in Japan, it's considered a sign of.
But like when you were going, our comparable, like our side of it is boy bands and girl bands, and I was like, no.
No, I was saying like the closest because listen, what you've just described is just a significantly more intense version of like how do I put this? The boy bands that we know that took the world by storm are like name one, for example.
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys and NSYNC are like comparable in time period and etc. Right? Mm-hmm. They are. I don't know how they went through, but what we saw afterwards.
Here it is.
The biggest phenomenon that we saw.
Oh, I didn't have access to this side.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to check that other thing. I didn't have access to this side because there's a fucking barrier right there.
But we've been on the other side. We got the.
No, we have not.
We have. We got the treasure chest.
No, I was on. There was a barrier right here.
Okay.
So I was on the other side of the barrier, got the treasure chest, and did all the stuff, but I wasn't able to come here, so that's where it is.
So now we turn. Okay, so the reason I was saying it's comparable is like if you're saying you're the audition for a company, it's just that there's more companies available to do that kind of thing over there, and
There's
they
a total of
put 3.
yeah, 3 major companies, and there's a couple of.
I feel like that's almost.
There's like maybe 2 or 3 indies, but they usually do not survive outside of the 3 companies
And so,
that produce either.
but here, how I don't know enough about Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and New Kids on the Block, which are like kind of those original boy bands, if I dare say. Maybe the Jackson 5 might count if it wasn't for like Janet and any other girls. Yes, they did. I don't know about the Jackson 5. But if you no, that's like that was a boy band. Hey,
What
3
a
Guardians.
treasure!
Yeah, Island of 3 Seasons.
Scout ship settings.
Did we not say this was a this was a reference to Tales of the World?
This design. Could it really be?
Nyata!
What is that? The name of these 3 cat creatures?
No, it's what this type of stained glass is called. The rich variety of colors and subtle techniques used to craft this are lost now. It's incredibly valuable.
So we can sell it for a fortune.
No, we can't sell this.
Wait a minute, you said I could keep anything we find.
But this is not just anything. It's a work of art, a cultural artifact.
Culture. Aren't you supposed to be a pirate?
That's right, I'm a pirate, not a merchant. That's why I can't sell it. Simple as that.
Oh, no, forget it. I give up.
The way that they did boy bands, like, similar... I keep coming back to this, but, like, because I keep stumbling and we get interrupted, but... The way that I think it's similar is because how did they make the bigger boy bands that are now a thing?
Most of them were the boy bands that existed that, like, prior to nowadays where we have other companies that
Well, I'm
do
referring more to the modern ones because it's the only ones I really know about. But
the
like
modern ones, they use a lot of TV shows to put them together.
So if you take the TV show and you replace it with a production company, then you kind of have the same thing because the TV show is run by that production company.
Typically, it's Simon, and Simon has a huge
Simon
music
is with
industry.
Sony Music Records, I think. So yes, it's run by Sony.
Yeah. And well, actually, he now is he still with them, or does he now have his own? Because I thought he had his own.
I don't know if he's still in the industry, but X Factor and American Idol were both run by Sony Music.
Okay, because by the time we got to like in Britain's
Or
Got Talent, they
produced
made
by,
a point of Simon saying, "You're going to be coming and working for me."
He's their talent scout, like the biggest producer and talent scout they've got.
Yes, but he started up, I believe, in Britain his own music company.
I
But
thought he
we
just
have
worked
to-
for Sony. Is it Sony? Yeah, it's Sony. It's not Universal. Sony. Wow. Record executive. Cowell founded the British entertainment company Psycho Entertainment in 2005, as well as his defunct predecessor, Psycho Music. So his failed.
Yeah.
By the looks of it.
His first one failed, and then after the TV shows took off.
So he's not with Sony then. Okay, that must have been a misconception from my...
He might have worked for them early on.
He created the Idol franchise, which doesn't surprise me. Which is literally like... Put yourself in the like mindset of producers that are doing this thing with both K-pop, J-pop, idols in Japan and such. The idea of naming something idol something and then creating a pop like a brand the way that they do is extremely similar.
Yeah, and it's not just like in Korean pop, like the Korean music industry is the most heavily, like the most intensive in the world currently. The other ones have a little bit more freedom.
Themes. Yeah, Psycho Entertainment for this.
Cause like even like Fifth Harmony at one point was like, oh well, like part of why we ended up disbanding is because they're like read your contracts because we were not able to produce the music that we wanted to produce, and the music that they wanted to produce actually did a lot better.
I feel like
He might have gotten funding from Sony.
See, the only reason I was so stuck on Sony is because my dad's the one who like would know everything and tell me about this kind of stuff, the way that it functions. So like, I think functionally everything that I've said is still correct, except for like the company he works for.
Yeah.
Or I mean, he doesn't work for it. He's the CEO, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
But I'm not seeing anything that like they directly tied Psycho to. I don't know if it was a production for, but the Idols might have had multiple, so that's why they didn't like.
Yeah, because Canada Idol failed.
No, Canadian Idol did okay. I mean,
No, it failed.
we had a couple people that won. Well,
Yes.
but yeah, they had record deals.
But
and whatnot.
we had like a total of what, 3-4 seasons, and then the show failed.
I don't know if the show failed or if they just couldn't pay for it anymore. Like, it obviously wasn't making American money, right? You know what I mean? And unfortunately, here we don't have like LA.
Yeah.
Like, we have places to make music.
We do have our version of LA.
Montreal or Toronto.
Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver.
None of those are as big as LA, unfortunately, which was my
No.
point. It's not the big like area where you could find as many networking things as you could. And since this was already a subsidiary of a show that was made in Britain, that then carried over to America, that then carried over to Canada, the funding might just not have been as good if they didn't have the necessary resources or electronic connections. It's showbiz.
It's also very different connections. The British Got Talent is the oldest show out of all of them. And then you've got Americans Got Talent. Pretty sure Britain's Got Talent is the oldest.
It's saying here in his career for Simon, he went in the Idols franchise first.
Okay.
But it
so-
stops, like, it doesn't mention. It doesn't mention the Got Talent series yet, I think. Early career. Don't mean to be rude, but mentions Britain's Got Talent. Got Talent in 2006,
2006?
which is later than X Factor. I thought X Factor started in like 2010.
Yeah, What?
X Factor UK started in. I was not wrong.
I'm not talking about X Factor though.
You're talking about Britain's Got Talent, which
Yeah.
was in 2006, 2007, depending on where
Okay.
you're reading on this page. X Factor UK started in 2004.
Okay, so X
Yeah.
Factor. I guess.
Thank you for the follow, Les Jeux du Nord. Wait a minute. Doesn't that sound familiar to me? No, I don't think so. Oh, it's a Kansas.
What?
Locally based. What?
Oh.
What's up?
No, that's the first one that I clicked.
What?
That's what allowed me to go forwards in the first place.
Yeah? So yeah, I thought X Factor started in 2010. I wasn't wrong. Not where I thought it was. But yeah, so to get back to the crux of the conversation,
You and K-pop.
I think that's why I compare boy bands and such to the way K-pop functions at a base level. But like you said, a lot of what happens with K-pop, I think, boils down to how the culture in Korea and the attachment to art, maybe from a more direct perspective, treats and funds those industries instead of like how we see it over here.
Okay, so I should have probably had.
Where here it's kind of like, fire's blocking that one. We need to switch that.
Yeah.
Did you go back up top since, or are we even backtracking?
Hang on.
Hang on, what?
No, because I'm just gonna get stuck if I
Yeah.
go and do it.
Exactly.
That's what I've been trying to figure out is where do I need to go?
So I think it's just the way they treat the industry there, which is why they have so much more funding. Not to say that like LA and boy bands don't get a lot of funding. I think those are
Yeah.
big music groups, but like at the point.
Well, and I think the base difference between them is that with the boy bands, they expect them also to do, like they expect them to be able to play instruments.
Here?
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
There's a lot of boy bands where they need to do.
I think the most fundamental change is by going through a talent show to become part and possibly like because these people usually end up going there solo.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not considering the shows. I was considering the industry before the shows got introduced.
None of the boy bands prior really emphasized like instruments at all. Like, when you're looking at like in sync and such, it was all kind of similar of like dancing and singing and like sex stories and stuff.
Yeah, and I guess back to the boys was kind of like that.
Oh, definitely.
But all of them could play instruments.
Like one of the, I'm sure they could. One of the stereotypes about it though is that they literally don't do anything except look pretty and dance. Like that's just been a stereotype to the point where they made like an entire episode of Gravity Falls about it. You know?
It's very sad because they are trying.
Oh yeah, and like some of them go off. Or I think the biggest issue is you end up having situations where like these people go off on their solo careers, and then they're kind of seen as like that one guy left, so the whole plan, like thing fell apart because only one guy was like carrying it, like Justin Timberlake and. Harry Styles did not leave first.
Stop fooling around.
No, Zayn did.
Serious about my fooling around.
The girl from
Fifth Harmony, yeah, with Camila Cabello. Camila Cabello? Camila Cabello? Ah!
she did not leave first. But they now are able to do their own music now that they've left the group.
If you want to go back to your brother Destiny's Child and and again, I was kind of... Yeah, none of them really have a solo career. Mel B is on a couple shows, but...
She's on Britain's Got Talent, that's how I know her, and she kept being like, when I was in the Spice Girls.
Yeah. No, she doesn't go, when I was in the Spice Girls. When I was in the Spice Girls. Sorry. British
Is
people.
that what I...
That's the red one.
No, but that green dot wasn't there before, so I think I might have missed that.
This?
Yeah.
This is the no, we went around, I'm pretty sure.
I think I went backwards because that green dot was not there before.
What green dot?
Look, no chest.
Oh, I
didn't
must have looked away, okay.
Yeah, so, that green dot at the very, like, that corner that I just entered, that was not there when I entered the space, so that means that I skipped it, saw, like, I didn't go close enough for it to register, saw the barrier, and went around, thinking that I had to turn back and come back to it.
We're finished here.
Makes sense.
Let's go.
So yeah.
Time to dish out food.
In doing like talent show stuff to try and get your foot in the door, they already kind of know what you're good at, so they kind of work on that more.
Yeah.
And if you're doing something like going on X Factor and singing a song and like you're not a fully trained like, person, like you said, they don't go to these things with the full backing of the industry already behind them. But if you're in K-pop, and again, I'm not informed, but if you're saying that they audition for a production company, they get trained, then they get put in a group, and then they start producing songs at record pace, might I add.
Yeah.
Don't go down there.
They're expected to produce at that pace.
Then in that case, if they're being trained to be like all around and to do those things that way, it makes sense that like the industry with more funding would get the boost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, that's what happened. We went down, we jumped down, we couldn't go back.
No, this isn't an area we've been to before.
Yes, it is. Look at the map. Was there? Yeah, it is. Look at the map. I'll show you the map. You'll see what I'm talking about. But I do remember you going down that way. We walked around and then we went down that thing. And I can tell you that we have because when you look at the map and we go back to like the area you just shooed you away from, you'll see that like if we hop down, there was some stuff we picked up in that new area. That if we've never been this way, I don't think we can like hit square. We went down, then we went down there. See?
Yeah, but
Scroll down. So there, we all explored that because there was things we'd already picked up down there.
yeah, down here.
Yeah.
Because I came down this way.
No.
Yes, I didn't go this way.
No.
Because this was not green when I entered back in.
It was. That's the second time we've been there because there's the. I noticed it the first time around. We went here. We walked down. I remember this map. You went down. We jumped down here, and then there was some stuff that we picked up there, which would have popped us out back here, and that's where the blue-red thing is. And there's a hill right here that we hopped down because we saw the switch. But then we noticed that the switch blocked us off here afterwards, but there was no way back up. And that's when we were like, where do we go from here?
Okay.
So I think we just got like a little extra stuff, so there's loot we wouldn't have picked up if we were just went for the second.
Yeah. Well, like, and when I went around, like, when I went back into that map, that blue dot was not there.
If you say so, but I remember seeing it the first time we walked in. Because I went, immediately we walked in, I saw the red thing, I was like, oh sick, a code red hunt. And when we went there, we had to turn around.
Maybe my brain was, like, because, like, I'm telling you, we popped the second time we came back in, like, when we just came back into that section, there was no
It might even
dot.
have been just a graphical glitch that second time.
Yeah.
Because the dots don't turn green just because you went through that door. That's not how that works. The gray dots are like when it's locked. Like when we were in the fortress, there was a locked door that they wouldn't let us go through. And that was gray. This thing was down. How dare you stun me while I'm in the middle of a combo, you rat bastard.
Right? I hate when you know. Come on.
I was amazing, wasn't I?
Yeah, I found some upstairs. I was looking for the yeast. Ended up seeing the actual yeast instead of the quick yeast, and I was like, you know what? I need 2 tablespoons of this stuff. I ain't about to use like the.
Well, I put yeast on the grocery list.
I also told my dad I needed some. I was like, we're about to run out of the packets as enough. And I know he sometimes gets like a binge of like bread machine fever. I don't know what to call it.
He sometimes fakes.
We can go fight that code red hunt if we want now.
Yeah. Yeah, because
The
going
barrier should
there
go away.
will backtrack. Like, we gotta go that way anyways to backtrack.
I don't think we need to backtrack though.
Yeah, oh, right, we could go that way.
We'd ideally go down and then to the objective if we didn't want to fight the code red hunt.
Can you see if I have an egg?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
You peeked inside the basket. There's an egg.
Yay! One more. And then I can put them in the party.
So, oh, hello.
I also just want something sweet.
We will need to be extremely wary.
At least you're not gunning for a bowl of sugar. I think I saw it burn me, and that displeases me greatly. Hey, you got a new art. I don't think I have it. Sorry. Yeah, I do!
I don't think I put any of my arts in.
Well, they auto-equip some of them, so your Soaring Dragon replaced one of your finale 3-1 circles. That's fine. No, I don't. We're on the fire move? Take the wind on that. There it goes. Oh, drop you bastard. What the fudge happened to my HP? That's not good. Let's see your thing there. Missed! Aizen! Oh my lord! Oh, let's go stun. Yeah, that's right there. When and how did I get paralyzed? It didn't even touch me. Much like you're about to die.
It was about to die sooner.
I was like, I don't want it to just like backswing you and you just immediately die. I was like, oh. Grants a random skill that allows abilities when HP. Sick. Plant. Tranquility. Oh, he's on the wards too, eh? Oh, sick, we got a bunch of them. Yay!
I was seeing us pick them up, and I'm like, okay, cool, we're picking them up. And then I was like...
Life bubble. Got a budge.
We were picking them up, and I was going, okay, like, who needs it? And then I was like, nobody needs it right now. Like, everybody is all updated.
Not yet. We were drowning in them earlier. No, we needed a lot of them earlier.
Yeah, and now we're drowning in them.
It's the opposite of drowning in them. That I meant to say. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. No, the only thing that, like, I need to get used to with K-pop is that I will not be able to ever sing along. Ever.
You'll get it.
I've tried to do it in Japanese before, and it never works because a lot of the songs have, like, a rhythm to them that surpasses my capacity to do with a language I don't speak, which means that if I hear a word and I don't recognize the word, then I will never remember the word because what does it mean? Nothing to me. Tragically, right? Which is why with a Japanese song, you know exactly when the English words are coming up, right? Because you understand what that sentence means. You're going the wrong way.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Are you? No, that's the objective, but like, wait. If you go down that hill, we can't go back.
We don't need to go back.
Well, make sure it's not blocked by a barrier, I guess. Because if you jump down here, there's no barrier. Okay.
It was that one thing that I was missing.
Cat's
that I hadn't
chest.
seen.
Cat's chest.
Yes,
Cat's
so,
chest. Yeah. Wait, the one thing?
yeah, the one barrier, the one switch that I missed.
Stupid head for life. Stupid suit for life. Go. Yeah, the switch that we found.
Yeah, in that section that I hadn't gone through.
No. Not the Luffy set outfit.
I didn't.
Not the Luffy set. Hey, there's people there.
Always be on guard.
Maybe there's not. This is a thing with some kind.
Yeah, and
I
a
mean, if
third
you pop out a Tyrannization video.
yeah. A third one I got through.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like no, I'm done. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, no, I'm dead.
shadow.
Is this also part of the Reaper's curse?
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
It's an angel's blessing as long as we win.
Thanks, buddy. Suddenly optimistic.
Take a
Well,
look
I
at
like
this.
how they didn't have her doing that ending until she learned about the Reaper's curse.
Now here's a fine haul.
I thought she did it once before.
No.
I thought she did it last time.
Wow.
Woo! We get a pirate flag again.
Scout ship setting.
There's like a pirate in every game. I don't think so.
No. Graces didn't have a pirate.
They did mention Ifrit at least once, I think.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So that's 60% now.
You're fighting the Reaper. Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try.
Like kind of sideswiping the other guy too.
They were
Like how they're like, dangerous encounter. Both of you are down. It's just me and Megulu. I terrorized and I kill at least 2 of them.
Yeah, there were like particular. I was like, this encounter's kind of not really that dangerous, and then like I died because they just spawned 7 dudes on top of me.
Yeah.
I thought we were actually almost done the encounter, and then like friggin' 6 more guys just spawned. I'm like,
You there! What do you think you're doing here?
taking a stroll.
We could ask the same of you.
I like that you do it. I don't like it. Soft! Why'd you pick a fight with us if there's only 2 of you, losers?
Is something
Action
going
economy.
on back there? They didn't look like they were demon hunting.
Are you making that move? No. It just
Oh, I
did
guess
it
this
by
is kind of like
itself.
how we learn a bit more about how the
He's in
nature
sync
of...
with his compass, just like Eisen and his coin.
Yeah, there we go.
Eisen, you're an Earth Moloch, right? Do you sense anything around here?
They're
No,
both Earth
I don't.
Nope.
It seems Laphicet's
I think so.
senses are sharper than mine.
He might be, though. I don't think
It
Luffy
stopped,
sits it.
but
But
something still feels wrong.
Like what?
It kind of feels like when we got sealed inside that Earth pulse.
So a force similar to Inominat's power? I'm starting to think this may be no ordinary demon we're dealing with here.
Just wanted to pick that up.
Non-elemental. The hell's Tales of the Rays? Why is there so many Tales games? I don't know. Oh, it's another freaking mobile game. Stop making mobile games. You know what? Instead of going on his wiki page full of spoilers,
I thought you already know this stuff.
yeah, it's if you turn around.
I can't read it.
I don't believe you. Yeah, okay, you're not answering my question. I need a Reddit post or something.
Don't waste my time.
Lol. Someone went somewhere that was cool something else cool about this man.
You won't get any pity or compassion from me.
Always be on guard.
Okay. So,
Come on, really?
this is a bit goofy. But there's 2 possible answers. None of which is he's an Earth Moloch, by the way. So either not all Molochs have an element.
I think you just spoiled something for me because earlier they said he's an Earth Moloch.
No, they never said that.
Oh no, they were talking about greater Molochs. Oh, so I think you made an assumption and I just went off of that.
What?
About the Earth Moloch thing.
Well, I never said he was an Earth Moloch. I was pretty sure he's something else.
It showed up somewhere. Somebody said something.
No, you kept saying you thought that, we talked about Eisen's element last time, and I think you stated something along the lines of water, but it's fire.
Oh, right.
No, it's always been Earth Moloch. Okay. That's good. But yeah, I thought Latiset was something. I thought maybe Light was an element. Nothing I can see on my everything. There seems to be 5 elements in the game, which
You're just lucky I made it.
is water, fire, air, earth, non-elemental, which is an element.
Looks like you want to die.
So either he's a non-elemental Malik, which is like a mistranslation or whatever. I would assume it's a mistranslation. I don't think non-elemental being an element makes sense. But here we are. Or not all Maliks have elements, which is kind of supported by the fact that Malik like again truly exists in the past.
Another
Which one
victory.
of the cats end up locked inside crates again?
If I fits, I sits. I don't know.
They said something about something coming and burning their party. There was a story from cats being locked inside the truck that they gave us at the beginning.
I don't remember. I know you can get their souls to open the chest. I don't know anything about what's going on inside it. Oh, the door stuff. Oh, that's wild. I believe that one. Oh, Void. For free.
That wasn't worth the effort.
Huh?
I just don't know which one.
Or the vanilla one?
I hope it's 3. Because wouldn't that be a convenient fix?
Yeah. Although, like, I suggested it to you, and you were like, no, I don't want to do it on console.
I don't want to buy it. If it's free, it's free.
I found it for like $4, and you were throwing a fit about it.
I wasn't throwing a fit. She's exaggerating. But what I am saying is I'm not paying money for a game on PlayStation Digital.
I found it on the Switch.
And
you told me, well, since I've already played it on the PC, I don't really feel like I should be playing it on.
I don't remember saying that. What I do remember is I already bought it. By the time you asked, you found it on the Switch.
No, because I found it.
You got 2. We already had them. That's why. I was like, we already have them. Why would I buy them again?
Yeah, but we were having issues with 1. So I looked it up.
Yes, and I was upset because 1 was being annoying on the display thing. But my first thing was always, I want to fix, like, see what we can do with it before I start paying for it again.
Yeah, so when I wasn't sure about the fix, I found you on sale, 70% off.
I don't care about the percentage off, Ada. If I can avoid paying for it, I can avoid paying for it.
Being a total of $6 for all 3 games.
Hey, is that more than 0, real quick?
Yeah.
And there you go.
Anyway, but then
But you already have them on this. You bought them on GOG.
yes, for like 60.
But like, if you keep buying things over and over again for super cheap because none of them work, why buy them at all? You know my point? That's my point. Like, we paid them. You paid $6. It doesn't work. Why am I playing the game then?
Anyways, the first thing that you said to me was, no, I feel like it being a PC game, I don't really want to play it on the console.
I
It'd
also
feel weird.
don't want to play a point-and-click game on the console. That sounds awful. Absolutely terrible. Like, it's like... Sorry. I'm like, I've tried...
There it is.
I've tried playing... What?
I was just thinking,
I've tried playing freaking Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition on the Switch.
No, that's real. Yeah.
Awful. I've tried
Yeah,
playing...
I've tried doing that when I was Switch too. It's not a game you should play on the Switch.
Like, the console version of Pillars of Eternity is passable.
I remember having to play that.
Not Pillars of Eternity, sorry, I meant,
Oh, are we
finished already?
The Larian game.
Yeah.
Not Baldur's Gate. Divinity Original Sin.
Yeah, because we tried playing that together and we were like,
Yeah, I have Pillars of Eternity also, and I don't like the gameplay on it. It's they're like, unfortunately,
not designed for console.
no, clearly, and that way, like, it's obviously designed for PC in a painful way, which is so sad because I didn't have a PC when I wanted to play these games.
Yeah.
Like, I bought Pillars of Eternity before I met you. Because I was like, no way, there's a game and they're gonna get the Critical Role stuff, so is it like D&D? And I love D&D, like, it was becoming a bigger and bigger part of my life in that, like, day and age.
Yeah.
So I was like,
That was
please,
amazing,
by all
wasn't it?
means, let me play more TTRPG stuff. And, like, I played the beginning of it, and then I was like, this is so, it's like pulling teeth trying to make this game work right now. And that's, those Pillars of Eternity. So it's unbelievable.
I wasn't expecting a problem with that. It was kind of pop up to it. I should have looked into it.
I don't know how to do it. I don't even know what triggers are. It's just like a freaking memory leak? I don't know. All the memory leaks. Like, obviously it's not. And like, you think they'd have patched it or something, or there'd be a patch available. Because like, when I was playing, if you buy Vampire the Masquerade Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, the original, you cannot play the game if you don't patch it. It's buggy as hell and super glitched, so you need to download like a patch that other people posted. I don't remember if it's the company. I don't think it's the company because the company must have like shut down by now or changed hands or whatever. Like, but it was obviously not a game that was optimized for Steam, and by functioning on Steam the way that like Steam needs to make the marketplace work and validations, I feel like that causes issues.
Yeah.
Also, and like that's a thing that happens a lot with old games. They were not designed for marketplace access, which is why you get problems like with Siberia that it just doesn't boot up because it's trying to figure out like where am I installed,
Yeah.
as opposed to being on a disc or a ROM, or a CD-ROM. I mean, like, I understand why the technical stuff like will eventually make like emulation a problem if you're trying to get it through like. Actually, honestly, what tends to cause these issues, I feel like it's literally just the fact that like you have to jump through hoops to prove permissions, and like back in the old days, a game like that you just enter the code on the back of the box one time on your computer, and then you'd never be able to freaking lend it to anybody.
Actually, you could. Well, my uncle used to lend us Warcraft 3. But, like, then we got our own copies with our own keys, and then we lost our keys, and we had to try and find our keys.
Yeah, exactly. It's a hassle. We had Spore Galactic Edition.
But so long as you had that box with that key for that CD, you could still use it no matter what.
So we had Spore Galactic Edition. I tried to just put it on, like, the way that our basement was set up, like, we had another desk here, so we had, like, 2 PCs. I don't know why. Back in the day, but like me and my sister would screw around on MSN for hours just sending stupid messages to each other. But at some point, I had a friend over and I was like, oh, we should play this game together. So obviously it was installed on one computer. I could play there. No problem. Tried to install it on another one and the code wasn't working for some reason. I'm like, first time I'd ever seen this happen. And Spore is, in fact, a massive game, by the way. Like,
I never got to play
Not right now.
the concept is funny because you start off playing this kind of like feeding frenzy like rip-off game where like you create your little amoeba and then you just eat smaller amoebas until you grow.
So see, that's why.
Yep.
Yeah.
Salatoma.
And then after that it becomes this kind of like semi-survival game, and when you beat that part, everything after that is just civilization in like 3 different scales. So like tribes, then it's cities, and then it's galaxies.
What do you think, kiddo? I told you these things were hard on the eyes. I mean, who puts those colors together?
Those are your colors, Maggie.
Yeah, they're really nasty looking. But if they help the others, that's good enough for me.
Hello, bug. Oh.
This must be the demon we were warned about.
Are you all right?
That.
I'm okay.
It transformed.
Yeah, it was a bug that turned into a demon.
It was a beetle.
Is this the Reaper's curse yet again?
We're just getting started.
It was a stag? No, not a stag.
Yeah, they investigate.
Another barrier.
Wow, interesting. That's the last time we saw those barriers.
Can't break that. What's going on here? Why go to such lengths to keep this demon alive?
Either way, I don't think we're hoeing how many flowers unless we beat up Mr.
Bugglesworth
Bugglesworth here.
Right. Everyone, let's do this.
So maybe it was camouflage?
He's trying to hide from them.
Fire and water, okay. Resistance to
Fantasizing and help us get rid of it.
Did Lonnie say he wanted to be a bug?
Yeah, he said this thing is so cool.
Oh, we can make it. That might have been a bad move. False actor.
Didn't we stop her in the last game?
Who do you want?
Yeah.
No, you did something. You make it. All of you damage. Hey! Oh, God. Oh, I'd love to get a stun on this bastard. I need to get one more thing. He got you stunned back. Paralyzed. I'm stunned. Nice. You can't heal your paralysis, that's why.
Right.
Besides, nice. I was saying, besides the fact, yeah, besides the fact that I can't like stun because I only have one attack. Yuck.
Right.
Phew! Insect collecting is a sweatier hobby than I thought.
We're not collecting the boat.
He likes the bug.
Interesting that it turned back to normal without killing the demon.
Yeah.
Look! Can we keep him?
No, hand it over. I'll dispose of it.
Aww.
The Abbey had some reason for protecting it. Maybe we should keep it
Why are you
alive
staring at
for
your hand?
observation.
I think it's because she was kept alive with it as well.
I thought you said something.
You want it, you feed it.
She can just break the barrier,
I'll take care of
Apparently.
so it wasn't made for a Therian
Anyway,
then.
now that we've got these flowers, Eleanor and my crew ought to be out of danger.
Hey! Forgetting somebody?
Pretty sure you're
It looks
immune.
like we've closed the door on this little episode. That insect demon was a bit of a surprise, but I still think this curse business is overblown.
I can count on one hand how many have survived more than 3 years at my
So
side.
we leave you after 2.5.
If you're not careful, you might wind up as corpse number 50.
50?
I mean, that's less than I
That's how
thought.
many comrades I've lost.
It's a lot of comrades, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
I-
In 3
I'm
years.
sorry.
More. Well, he said nobody survived more than
Just
3
saying,
years, so someone
don't let
must
your
have
guard down.
been about 2.5.
Right.
He said I could count how
On one
many
hand, how many people have
Now that
survived
we've
more
got
than
what
3
we
years.
need, we should get back to the ship.
So it means 50 people died who he considered friends before they made it 3 years minimum.
Yeah, finally.
It's a lot of AP we just got. Oh, it's great, actually. That's what gives us this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Whee!
We did really well in that fight.
I don't know about that statement.
Okay, we did a lot better than expected.
We definitely didn't die. Silky touch again.
Delete that. So onto these two.
That looks like a Minecraft thing. Get out of here.
Right.
Oh man, you got a ton of those.
We just got this stuff too.
Yeah.
You're almost done with your boots. I have boots to give you guys.
I wonder what they call this kind of bug.
Hercules beetle.
You're way into that thing, aren't you?
Boys will be boys, I guess. What are you
Did
attempting
we
to do?
actually pick them up? Yeah, okay.
Mysterious bug.
I thought it was
Hey, we move
20.
faster on the map now.
Yes. By like 10%.
That's noticeable for 5 minutes. After that, we'll be used to it.
I was like,
Safe
is that
station.
me speeding up or is it just the map me speeding up?
So,
What time is it?
12:43.
Seriously?
Yep.
Lappy said, "Can I ask you a bit of an awkward question? What kind of demon would you say Velvet
penis.
is?"
Well,
Did you drop any?
Don't
Yeah, a
worry.
little bit.
I'm not trying to find a vulnerability or anything. I'm only asking out of curiosity.
it's not that I doubt you, Eleanor. I just don't know
I
much
don't even
about
know why
her
I did that.
myself.
You've fought against her, haven't you?
Oh, there we go.
She consumes her enemies with her left hand and claims their power. She's a demon like absolutely no other. Plunk just about any demon down in front of her, and I bet she could devour it in a single gulp.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty much true. Sometimes demons
Oh,
that she
that's more
doesn't
than I thought,
entirely
okay.
devour turn human again, but
What? You've seen demons turn back into humans?
is it that big of a deal?
Of course it is. Everyone knows that once you catch demon blood, that's it. There's no turning back. Although, I did see it happen with the High Priest Gideon. I wonder if there's some kind of connection.
Not that it matters if he turns back, demon or not, he's dead either way.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's
Yep.
of no concern to a pirate.
If I were you, I
Hyden's
would
like,
worry about
I
what's normal.
don't give a
If things were normal,
crap.
we wouldn't have found each other.
Hasn't she
You have
also...
a point.
Sorry I couldn't help, Eleanor.
No, you didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, my favorite.
I
They're
need
not
to
even
keep
chat.
digging
They're just
until
kind of
I
like
find
being
out more
monitors.
about the
So
kind
cool.
of demon Velvet is.
I love it when people tell me about the best viewers. Or the cheapest viewers. They're my favorite. Get out of here! You're banned!
Eh? Oh, we're gonna go up this way.
That bug, it looks pretty tough. Yeah, I've been around
be
a
a Hercules
long
beetle.
time, but I've never seen anything
Oh.
like it. It must be a new species.
Does look like
Incredible!
A new species is usually named after the person who discovered it.
rhinoceros
The
beetle.
It's,
Lophiset rhinoceros beetle, then?
Rhinoceros beetle?
a
Wow,
Hercules
that's
beetle.
a stag
No,
beetle.
no,
if I
not
ever
No,
quite.
saw
it does
one.
not the same.
No. Those things may look like pincers, but they're actually horns. A three-horned beetle will cause
Those are
quite a
not
stir in the bug community.
Hey, I know pincers when I see them, and
No.
those were some
The
mighty
three things on the
pincers.
side are
The
the...
Lophiset stag beetle has a better ring to it, right?
What part of that sounds better?
The whole
It's like a
thing.
mix between all three.
Stag beetles
Yeah.
are the strongest after all.
I can't let that go unchallenged. The rhinoceros is the king of beetledom.
Beetledom? More like beetle dumb.
Oh, real mature man.
That doesn't help your case at all.
Rokuro, Aizen, I feel a
Oh,
dangerous storm.
I don't know if that's good either.
The rhino is a one-trick pony with its horn, but a stag can cut its opponents in half. Its weapons can be used in any situation. The stag is a true swordsman.
That's petty trickery. The only beetle with the raw muscle.
Of
to
course the
decide its
punchy
own
guy
fate
would be
is the
pro
rhino.
raw
But they
muscle.
only live for a year. The stag can survive through the winter.
They live hard and die young. Is the beauty of such a life lost on you?
Why is it that boys get so excited when they talk about bugs?
Rhinoceros, stag, or butterfly. It's all no matter to me.
They all look like cockroaches.
They're totally different.
So, what will you name it?
Oh, all the girls are like, oh, they all look the same to me, and then they're like, no, it's
for now.
completely different. Oh,
course,
that one
they're
with
Oh,
the
this one. It's got 3,
yeah, that looks familiar.
but not big enough to be like
It's not an item, so I can't take a look at it.
mysterious bug. Yeah, it doesn't have a picture. do they call them Kabuto? Is that the Japanese name? Ah, yes, Kabuto Mushi.
Why are they called Kabuto Mushi? Because
That's just the Japanese name, though.
Oh.
Salatoma flowers smell so sweet, like raspberries.
Let me smell.
Oh, the males are the only ones with horns. Makes
Oh, they
sense.
smell tasty.
Do they really taste that bad?
They lure you in with their scent, but once that flower hits your tongue, its flavor transforms into something dreadful.
Dreadful like how?
The petals melt into a liquid thousands of times stronger than mint, and the leaves and stem taste richer than the richest beef tongue.
It's just too strong.
The two
I feel
flavors
like
clash and fizz on your tongue, and your
I feel
whole
like he's
body is
exaggerating.
racked with choking pain.
What?
Maybe he just has like trauma.
That's what Ifrit told me anyway.
Naivety from Aizen.
Actually true.
Oh, she's the one who mentioned she hated the taste, though.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's like.
You've tasted it before, haven't you? Is there any way around it?
You can squeeze it, boil it, mix it with honey, but nothing gets rid of the taste.
How many times have you...
Trying to mix it or sweeten it makes it even harder for some to swallow.
Have you taken yours?
No, I'll do it once I'm back on the ship.
Eleanor, how many times have you had to take
Wait.
this?
Are you the type that puts off unpleasant tasks?
Yes.
Not at all. I simply cannot be the first to drink it when others are still waiting for us to deliver their doses.
Convenient.
You do know that you'll have to drink double the dose after you start displaying the symptoms, right?
Are you certain?
Quit being so stubborn. It'd be better if you just got it over with.
And you've taken your dose?
No, I don't need to. Having a tethered Moloch drink it is
Bien
enough to absorb
fait.
its effects.
But to a Moloch, it tastes...
Even
Yes,
worse.
the cuter you are, the worse it tastes. It's good to be an exorcist, eh, Eleanor?
Do I?
No,
have to
Laffy,
drink it?
no.
Of course not. I'll suffer through my own dose of Salatoma.
Oh, poo. How dull.
Pooh with an H. Why are we bringing the bear into this? Oh, Expedition's back.
Take a look at this.
I think 30 minutes.
Did not feel like 30 minutes.
Potato. You like potato?
Scout ships.
Enjoy. Scout ship setting sail. Did you not take the warpad?
Yes, I did.
Why are we so far?
The warpad put us where we could actually like access the end again.
We could technically use a bottle, I guess.
See,
Yeah.
that's it. That was the warpad. I was like,
We could technically fast travel out with one of the millions of bottles we got if you hit one of the triggers, I think.
yeah, I'll do that after I exit this section
Why? Oh.
because I feel like there was story stuff to do.
Probably won't be fast traveling out then.
You think there's any chance that wanted Moloch would launch an attack here?
His
feel like
target's
they talk about
probably
something.
Loringen, but stay sharp just in case. He might try to break open the bug cage as a diversion.
Ah, yeah, nobody break over the bug cage, right?
Wanted Moloch? Loringen?
No tea there?
First that demon Rex Helavis, and then Eleanor betrays us? We're never gonna catch a break.
Quit whining. Cleaning up messes is our job.
Oh, they're the fixers. What the heck is Loringen and why is it pronounced without the T? I'm offended.
Looks like our Abbey buddies are up to something.
And the bug cage. That barrier, I assume?
Clearly.
If so, it won't be long before they find out we broke in.
Then we should make our exit while we can.
I used one of the main actresses to do that actress's voice.
They do tend to like reuse like actors and whatnot. Yeah. We are gonna have to save soon. Now, I guess. Alright, that's gonna be it for tonight, folks. Ada, do you need to make a modification to your tier list yet?
No.
I didn't think so. Hope you folks enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. You have anything tomorrow afternoon that I need to not be on the computer for?
I am not aware, and I have a little Witcher that we're gonna go through the stories tomorrow.
Epic. So I'm going to be here tomorrow afternoon with Banjo Tooie, and we'll be back with Tales of Berseria this Thursday, not next Thursday. barring that, hope you folks enjoyed again, and peace out, I guess. Nothing else to add.